I'm going to show one form for our eviction prevention and rental assistance program, and then 3 different example documents for our homeownership program. So with eviction prevention, the entry point is really our city website. So people who need assistance with rental assistance or legal help for an eviction will come to the program page on the city website, scroll down, and there's a contact us page. And it's really a Formstack form that's embedded in the city webpage. So collecting some basic information, demographics about themselves, some information about the eviction itself, how long they've lived at the address, their interpretation of the need, if they have a court date, and so on. And then on the back end, so as Connor mentioned, we're using the standalone form builder with an integration into Salesforce. So we'll look a little different than the official native app that you might see in Formstack site. But it works very simply with the integration piece as well. So with one submission from the Formstack form, it creates 3 records. We create a client contact record, a client household record, and an inquiry. And you just go through and map what fields in the dropdown from the Formstack form map to the existing field in Salesforce. We also can use this cool upsert feature. It essentially goes to check our existing duplicate roles in our environment. And if the contact and email already exist, it's going to just update the existing record. And if it's a brand new client, it's going to create a new client contact record. Scrolling further down, there's another example here of how we use the pre-fill value. In this case, we want the contact owner to be the program manager for the eviction prevention program. So that's just hard coded in. Every single record that's generated gets assigned this owner. And then the key piece of data for this program is the inquiry object. And right here, it's just linking. So there's an option here to link. So it's linking to the contact, and I have logged out a while ago. So that was all I wanted to show there, but I submitted a test form for Albus Dumbledore a little bit ago and didn't make any edits within Salesforce. So this is exactly what comes up when you're in our Salesforce ECM environment. This is what program staff see. You can see here at the top, the contact record is automatically created and linked as well. And it has just key info about the client's needs, so they can dive right in. Now moving on to our homeownership program, using the same client. So assuming Albus Dumbledore is now interested in purchasing an affordable home in our program. The starting point would be his homeownership case record, which has been created here. And there's a lot of custom objects our program has built on this. And one of the initial points of communication with the client is through our certification history object. So I'm going to click into that. This is when they're in the process of turning in all their documentation. You see there's a lot of key dates here. I will show you the template. So this is what a Formstack document template looks like. And I've highlighted all the Salesforce fields in yellow just so they pop out. And as you'll see over on the left here, the object that we're in is certification history, but because we have relationships to case record and to another object called financial history, we can reference data from any of those related records in one document, which makes it really seamless. There's certain things in the template that you can specify, like the format for currency, date format. There's some great help tips on the Formstack website of just like exactly how to format your data that way. And I did want to draw attention to this certification issues right here. So what looks like just a simple line item here in Salesforce, if I go to edit, we're using the default text that Salesforce has. And so it's this field right here, and it allows the staff to really quickly jump in and customize slightly kind of communication issues, contingencies, if you will, with getting certified. And so all of these were the default text, and I had just gone and added this. I can go ahead and add another one, right now. Save that. And then it's as simple as clicking on a button. So there's a couple ways you can have this set up. You can have a button automatically generate it, but in this case, there's two different options for program staff, two different types of documents. So we're going to click merge now for the preliminary program certification. And on the back end, we have it set up that the document automatically downloads. You can specify things like Word document or PDF. The user can preview the document beforehand. So it just shows up right here. And this is what it looks like. So you'll see that extra issue that I just added here shows up just like that, nicely formatted. And then there's info at the bottom, contact info of who we're sending the letter. So very seamless for communication with the client.